It's the National Football League on EA Sports. And if it's in the game, it's in the game. It's the Washington Commanders and the Baltimore Ravens. And it comes your way next on Madden NFL 25.
EA Sports coverage of the National Football League brings us to the inner harbor of Baltimore, Maryland, and M&T Bank Stadium. Thanks for having us in, Mike Tirico, Greg Olson. Greg, this is one that the defensive coordinators have had a long week because these quarterbacks, you can prepare for them, but because of their legs, you never know what they're going to do.
And when the play breaks down, I think that's where the real fun begins. I mean, it is just so hard. You mentioned it. These defensive coordinators, they spend all week, and every time the ball is snapped, you really have to defend two plays. And what I mean is you defend the initial play that is called by the offense in the huddle, and then you also have to defend the scramble play, the breakdown, the improv. That's what makes these quarterbacks so dangerous, and it just takes one breakdown defensively for a big play, and it's 6.
The perennial Pro Bowler, Justin Tucker, has it on the tee. And off we go, here in Baltimore. Across the 20, they'll mark him down before the 25-yard line. That's where the offense will take over. The Commanders come out with the man they hope leads them into their new era, Jaden Daniels, the number 2 overall pick in this past draft from LSU. Greg, this is the man who won the Heisman Trophy with the Tigers in Baton Rouge a year ago.
Quarterbacks like him are just so hard to defend, Mike, because not only can they beat you with their arm and their ability to process and spread the ball out to the other playmakers, but it's their ability to hurt you when things break down. It's just hard to defend Plan B, Plan C. You might defend Plan A really well, but man, I'll tell you, you just can't simulate his speed in practice. You can't simulate his ability to make guys miss and extend plays. And when that coverage breaks down or that defensive front doesn't get home, he can make you pay in a lot of different ways. Well, they try to get the run game started here early on this drive, Mike, and they're just going to have to do a better job up front. There's really nowhere for this ball carrier to go. You never want to lose yards on first down, but that's exactly the case here.
He'll get about 6 before he's taken down. Here comes 3rd and 6. Working out of the gun, it's Daniels. That's out to Brown, right side, complete. And he's very close to a first down, but it doesn't look like he got there. And yes, they're going to mark him a yard short.
The initial reaction is, how does this quarterback not throw the ball past the first down line to gain to try to extend this drive? And the reality is, because they've already decided they're going to go for it on 4th down. If he doesn't pick up the extra yards after the catch, they've got a 4th down play call they feel great about, and we're going to see what it looks like.
And he'll be brought down, short return, and they'll take over there. The Ravens led out by the reigning MVP of the National Football League, Lamar Jackson, already season 7. Greg, he's won a couple of MVPs, and he's as talented as we see in the league.
Is there a more exciting guy in the NFL to watch play quarterback than this guy, Mike? I mean, one of the most dynamic athletes to ever play the position. And what's truly unique about him is his ability to beat you both as a runner and equally as a passer. And that's really where his game has developed. Defensive coordinators, they don't sleep very much when they know they're facing this guy and all the problems that he presents.
Now a screen set up for Henry. Good hustle by the defense. They beat the offensive lineman to the blocks there. No gain on that screen pass.
It's a really good job defensively. The key is you don't want your defensive linemen to overcommit to rushing the passer, and you don't want your linebackers in secondary dropping too deep defending the pass. In this case, all 3 levels played disciplined, good football with good vision, and that's why they're able to stop him for no gain.
Play clock down to 0. That's going to be a delay.
Delay of game. Still second down.
Pistol give to Henry. He's able to get away from one man, but those reinforcements, they got there quick. Take him down behind the line.
Anytime the running back is forced to chop his feet in the background and never get to top speed, you know that play's not going anywhere. That's exactly what the defense was able to force here by getting penetration. Great job there, stopping this play before he had a chance to even get started.
3rd and long for Jackson. And that is incomplete.
Remember what they told us, Mike, leading up to this game. They said it is so critical for us to find success, especially on 3rd down. We want to maintain possession, extend these drives. Well, the first crack comes up and they fail through the air, and we're going to have to regroup and be able to have better success throughout the remainder of this game.
This kick hangs up, and the fair catch will be taken beyond the 35-yard line. The Commanders' offense ready to possess the football for the 2nd time. They'll search for the first points of this game as they begin the drive on 1st and 10. Operating from the gun, it's Daniels. There's a throw right side. It's going to be incomplete. Luke McCaffrey, the intended receiver. And it'll lead to a 2nd down.
This is why it's so critical that the quarterback and his intended target are on the same page. They got to speak the same language. When there's miscommunication, it leads to errant throws, and when errant throws lead to big missed opportunities.
And he works past the 40, taken down after a gain of 7.
Very positive returns on that run. I mean, really, the only thing not to like is that they weren't able to move the chains. But you know what? The way he ran there, I think they go right back to him and see if he has even a bigger carry in him.
3rd and short, and it's Daniels. He's got a man. It's McLaurin. And he's going to be taken down at the 30-yard line.
Back-to-back 3-and-outs, and not ideal to start the game in that manner. So that's a really important throw right there. Let's see if they can build something from there. Brings up 1st and 10. Continue to let your opening script unfold. You got to go down and find some points here and get your offense settled down.
They'll come up here, 1st and 10. From the shotgun, it's Daniels. He'll get a dozen out of that one, scrambling his way to a 1st down.
And this is something the defense knew they had to contain coming in today, Mike. They worked all week on containing this quarterback, but here we are. Early on in the game, a nice scramble there, good yardage, and he's able to pick up the 1st down.
To throw is Daniels on 1st and 10. And they'll get about 4 here as he is taken down.
It's not the big play they were hoping for, but 1st down efficiency, staying ahead of the chains, is what every offense is trying to find, and it brings up a manageable 2nd down.
Here's a 2nd and 6. Don't need much. It is 3rd and inches. From the shotgun on 3rd down, Daniels. And he's in. Terry McLaurin. Touchdown, Commanders.
But you think back to their first possession of this game, Mike, it resulted in a punt. Not exactly the fast start the coaches told us was so important as this game unfolds. They get the ball back for possession 2. Now they try to find some rhythm, find their identity of the game plan, and they come away with 6. So that's how you bounce back in this league. It's not always going to be perfect. Really nice job settling into this game here with their 2nd possession.
Seibert's extra point is true. And the Commanders will take a 7-0 lead. The kickoff team is out on the field, and we're back to it as the kick's away. Hardy now with the return. And he'll work this one past the 25 to right about the 28-yard line. The Ravens offense ready to take over for their second possession. They were forced to punt the first time through. It led to a touchdown, so down 7-0 as they get the ball back for 1st and 10. First and 10. Bateman is the motion man. He'll start out on the ground with Henry. And tough running there. He's up to the 32. It was Jeremy Chin that time up to make the stop. Here's 2nd and 6. Here's Lamar. He'll keep it on the zone read. And no place to go, no place to hide. He's taken down behind the line.
The key to running the read option, Mike, is that the timing has to be just right. If it's too slow getting going, a lot of the times defenders can get in the backfield and cause havoc. And that's exactly what happened here.
On 3rd down, Jackson. And that is incomplete. Zay Flowers, the intended receiver, and it's going to lead to 4th down.
I think it would be a bit of an understatement, Mike, to say that this offense has come out today a bit flat. They haven't picked up a single 1st down through the first 2 drives, and barring a really aggressive decision here, they'll have to wait to their 3rd series to see if they can make it happen.
This brought in out past the 20. And he's going to be brought down after a short return, and that's where his team will get possession of the football. Here comes the Washington offense now. They get set to take over. They lead it here early 7-0 as they start with a 1st and 10. The drive will begin here with a run by Robinson. Fighting off tacklers, pushing his way forward. Good gain of about 4. On play action, Daniels. Now he takes off. So they'll talk over what to do on this 3rd down play as we have hit the end of the 1st quarter. It's the Commanders with the early lead. We'll be back in Baltimore after this. Third and 5. They send him right out of the slot. On 3rd down, they'll throw with Daniels. That's caught. Left side. It's complete. Remember, he had the touchdown catch the last time they had the football. Here, he's got a 1st down.
So far here early, Mike, the key for this offense has been their ability to maintain possession by converting on these third downs. It's going to be a big storyline the rest of the way. This defense has to find a way. When they force third down, they got to get off the field.
Daniels now on first down. That one complete to Brown. And they'll get about 4 here as he is taken down.
This is one of those throws where you're hoping you do most of the damage after the catch, but give credit to the defense. Once that ball was caught, they were on him quickly, and there was nowhere for him to go after the catch.
Daniels to throw on second down. And they'll work this close to a first down, maybe just a tad short.
Just take what the defense is giving you. When you can stay ahead of the chains and just take these easy pitch and catch throws underneath, hitch routes, quick game, now it puts you in a lot more favorable down and distances to eventually attack this defense a little bit more downfield.
That's over the middle and taken in. He's got it. And he will have the Commanders' first down. He has it by plenty as they keep the drive alive here on 3rd and inches.
Offensively, landing a lot of body blows on this drive, Mike. Just the ability to steadily march the ball downfield and remain so efficient, both run and pass. As they continue to wear this defense out, they have to find a way to end this drive with points. Anything short of that would be a bit of a letdown. And this is where the versatility of the tight end position really starts coming into play. Not only do they have to line up with their hand on the ground in line, but they can occasionally split out in the slot. And man, they're too fast for linebackers, and a lot of times they're too big for defensive backs.
Keep it in the air. Here's Daniels. A throw left side, caught by Sinnott. And he'll be taken down. The gain is 6, and it's a new set of downs. He picked up the first down.
See the rookie tight end, Ben Sinnott, there on the first down completion. And Mike, he's kind of a throwback in the sense that he can do pretty much everything. He's got good, strong hands. He's a tough blocker. He's elusive with the ball in his hands as a runner, and he can make you miss in space. I mean, at Kansas State last year, he led the team in both receiving yards and touchdowns.
They face second down and 7. To throw is Daniels. And that ball in and out of his hands. It is incomplete. Might tell you after the game he should have come up with that one. He doesn't, and now third down comes up.
A rare miss for a quarterback that we've seen really come out on fire throughout this entire contest. I mean, his completion percentage, Mike, is well above league average, and frankly, it's really the biggest reason why they find themselves out in front.
Oh, after the catch, he's hit, and the ball is out. And the defense has it.
Something these running back coaches preach all the time, Mike, is you can't sacrifice the ball for additional yardage, and I think we had a case of that going here. I love the effort. I love the fight, but it can't come at the expense of the ball. Everything in football is about protecting the ball itself, and in this case, just a little bit too loose with it. They're able to pop it loose, and that's a big turnover.
Here's 1st and 10. They'll motion over Flowers. Off the play fake, Jackson. That's over the middle and intercepted. Picked off by Quan Martin. And he's going to be brought down. What a turn of events here. He has given his guys 1st and 10 in the red zone.
All right, Mike, at this point, am I allowed to call timeout? Because I would love to talk to both of these offenses. Listen, guys, ball security. Protecting the ball is the #1 rule in football. You got one side losing it on a fumble, the other side gives it right back with a pick. I mean, come on, guys. As an offensive guy, I want to see big plays. I want to see long drives, touchdowns, not a game of hot potato bouncing the ball back and forth.
A gift, and here comes Robinson. Just pushing guys away as he takes this forward for a gain of 7. Second down and 3. Throwing is Daniels. They'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete.
That's one he'd love to have back. An opportunity to score 6 was right there for the taking. Just wasn't quite meant to be.
They'll come up to 3rd and 3. They'll throw with Daniels. And they're going to have enough to convert here. And it sets up 1st and goal.
I can't tell you, Mike, how many of these offensive skill players around the league, they look at man coverage as like a personal offense. They can't imagine that a defensive coordinator would say, hey, we're just going to have one guy defend you all by himself. And after that last completion on the way back to the huddle, I think he had a few choice words for him. I think he said, hey, man, you can't guard me one-on-one. You better ask your coach for some help, because if he doesn't, you're going to be in for a long day. They let a golden opportunity slip away on that one. That's the matchup that they wanted. They just couldn't quite capitalize on it.
Line of scrimmage remains the 4-yard line. It's 2nd and goal. And they'll run out of the gun. Here comes Robinson. And he will dive into the end zone. Brian Robinson. Touchdown, Washington. So the turnover turns into a quick touchdown, and Greg, that's exactly how you want your offense to take care of business.
Anytime your defense can create those sudden change situations, Mike, absolutely, you have to take advantage of it. 1 second, you're sitting on the bench going over your next drive. All of a sudden, after that turnover, you've got to be able to get out on the field and go. Take advantage of the short field, and results in a nice touchdown.
Seibert's extra point is true. And the Commanders move out on top, 14-0. Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. Hardy now with the return. He's across the 20, taken down just shy of the 25. The Ravens offense back onto the field for their next possession. They're staring at a 2-touchdown deficit, 14-0. The score as the offense tries to regroup and get going with 1st and 10. Out of the gun, here's a give to Henry. And he surges forward for a gain of about 5. They'll break the huddle. It's 2nd and 5. They'll motion over Flowers. 2nd down. Jackson. A throw left side, but it's incomplete.
I think at some point for this quarterback, he has to start looking some other directions. I mean, he's tried to get the ball now to this guy multiple times, and all of them have resulted in incomplete passes. I'm not saying don't throw it to him in the future, but maybe get yourself a couple easy completions elsewhere before you look back in his direction.
Jackson from the gun on third down.
And this offense just cannot get anything going right now on third down. If you ask any offensive play caller throughout the entire league, Mike, the importance of third down, maintaining possession, making the defense stay on the field and have long extended drives, it is critical to not only scoring points, but ultimately winning in the NFL.
A fair catch called and taken right at the 30-yard line. The Commanders' offense and running back Brian Robinson on the field for their next drive. Their lead sits at 14-0 here in this second quarter, looking to run away with this one before halftime. They'll break the huddle, coming up now for 1st and 10. They'll start on the ground with Robinson. And some space opens as he's brought down following a gain of 6. They'll come up now for 2nd down and 4. They'll go again with Robinson. And he'll get back maybe to the line of scrimmage, but probably going to be a loss of a yard here. Two minutes remain here in this first half. We'll come back to Baltimore after this. 3rd and 6. Daniels now going to look to throw. That one complete to Brian Robinson. And he'll be stopped short of a 1st down, and that will necessitate a call to the punt team. It's 4th down. Here's Tress Way now, as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. And a fair catch is taken. It is just inside the 20-yard line. The Ravens offense ready to get back at it. They trail by 2 touchdowns, so the time is now. Got to get that rally going. It starts with 1st and 10. In motion comes Andrews. On 1st and 10, Jackson. That's to the right side. He's got Andrews.
Not every pass has to be thrown downfield. You can rely on the run after catch, especially a big body like this tight end. Get the ball in his hands early and let him pick up the rest after the catch.
Here's 2nd and 3 to go. From the shotgun, here's Jackson. A very quick throw there, but not on the same page with his target. That's incomplete.
They've been a little up and down in this first half. I mean, they have less than 80 yards of total offense and halftime looms. So missed throws like that, those are missed opportunities. They've got to hit the plays when they have them if they want to have a chance to leave here with a win.
3rd and short, Jackson. And he's got it to Flowers for the connection. A pickup of 15 in the air. Good for a Raven 1st down.
And this is why most teams might decide to take the ball first after the halftime break, because they want to be able to control this middle 4. At the end of the first half, you can use your timeout. You can use some strategy to steal an extra possession. If they're able now to go down and come away with points, they'll have a chance to double it up again right after the halftime break.
They get 21 on that one. 1st down, Baltimore.
This is an element to his game that we don't necessarily spend a lot of time talking about. He's not known as a traditional runner at the quarterback position. But when he has some space like he had here, he is more than capable of not only converting 1st downs, but picking up big chunk plays.
And that keeps him ahead of schedule. That's a first down completion of 7 yards. Here's a 2nd and 3 forthcoming. From the gun, Jackson. This throw right is taken in by Flowers. Set to go now on 1st and 10. Back to throw, Jackson. In trouble, and he's going to be taken down. The Ravens now going to use their final timeout, and it'll come with 15 seconds to play in this first half. Work to do now as they come up on 2nd and long. Now Jackson. A throw, left side, caught by Andrews. Third and long. To throw is Jackson. They'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete.
You can't fault the quarterback on this one, Mike. He really didn't even have much of an opportunity. By the time he hit the top of his drop and got his eyes downfield, the defense was all over him, and he really had no choice but to just get that ball out of his hand and live to play another snap.
Tucker's kick is good, and the Ravens are on the board just before halftime.
And that's a really nice boost here before the break. I mean, you work the clock well, you're able to steal some points. The biggest thing is you're able to build a little momentum now going into the locker room at halftime.
Three seconds, all that remain in this first half, as that one's away. This one is fielded in the end zone, but he decides not to bring it out, so they'll take over at the 30-yard line. And they'll elect not to run another play. Instead, just take a knee and take this on into the locker room. So, here at halftime, it's the visitors, the Commanders, who are out on top. As we'll head down the coast now to Orlando. That's where we find Jonathan Coachman, ready with our EA Sports halftime report. Coach.
Okay, Michael, thanks very much. And with that, we welcome you all into our EA Sports studios. This is the Halftime Report. It was a solid first half of football for the Alabama man, Brian Robinson. He had a touchdown run that helped get his guys this halftime lead.
All right, Coach, thank you very much. We welcome you back. It is quarter number 3. Both teams ready to get back at it as we get back underway here on EA Sports. Justice Hill to return. And he'll be brought down just beyond the 25-yard line. The Ravens offense looking to get back to work as we begin this third quarter. The deficit is double digits, so work to do as they begin this drive with 1st and 10. On the handoff, it's Henry. They'll come up on a 2nd down and 8. Aguilar goes off in motion. Now whistles. Play clock at 0, and that'll cost them 5.
Still 2nd down.
Jackson now on 2nd down. There's a short one caught by Andrews. And that'll go for a gain of 7. And it's going to set up 3rd down. Jackson. He gets that to the veteran Aguilar. A gain of 17 yards. Good for a Raven 1st down.
Whatever they've talked about in the locker room at the halftime break seems to have worked. They've come out with a new established energy. You could see it when they took the field. Now this offense seems to be building on it because with that chunk play, just a little bit of rhythm that they can build off of. They got a long way to go to get back into this game, but so far off to a good start.
A fresh set of downs to work with. It is 1st down and 10. They'll motion over Flowers. A 1st down throw for Jackson. He'll find Aguilar complete. And they're going to work this down inside the 45.
Not a whole lot complicated about this play, Mike. That was understanding where the holes of the defense were. Remember, in this zone coverage, you got to find green grass. Get past the 1st down marker, be friendly to the quarterback, and then the ball has to be out on time before those zone defenders can react to the receiver. It's exactly how it played out here. You can drop all the fancy plays you want, but when the quarterback and the receiver see it through the same set of eyes, it's virtually impossible to stop. Great job by that linebacker timing his blitz. He didn't give any indication to the offense that he was coming, and he's able to get through that hole and take the ball carrier down for a loss.
Bateman is the motion man. Play action now. Jackson. A pass pulled in by Henry.
I think this play is a direct result of his film study. He knew exactly where that ball was going before the play was snapped, and that play recognition, man, it separates a lot of guys in this league and results in a negative play.
3rd and long. Here's Jackson. Downfield, got a man, and he's got it. And they're going to be set up in the red zone. They've got it inside the 15.
If you want to score points at a high level in the NFL, you have to generate explosive plays. And after that big chunk pass play, they find themselves now down there in the red zone, and this is where you have to finish drives.
They can still get a 1st down at the 1. 1st and 10, they go from the 11. Now Lamar going to hang on to it, and he maneuvers his way forward, a gain of 6.
Good decision by the quarterback. In this situation, all you're looking to do is have a positive play. He decides to pull it, and that's exactly what he's able to do.
Jackson looking to throw, and that's going to be incomplete. Coverage was good that time. The contact jarring the ball loose and forcing 3rd down.
He's got to find a way to hold on to that one. I mean, you're right on the doorstep of the end zone. And listen, I understand that hit is coming. But guess what? That hit's coming whether you catch it or not. And You get paid to make the difficult catches, and I would classify that one as tough, but you got to make that catch. Give your team a chance to come away with this drive with some points.
Rashad Bateman, the intended target, and now it's 4th down.
They went for it all on that one and just a little bit off. Ball winds up hitting the ground. They've got to move forward. The opportunities are out there. Better execution, better location, and they got some big plays in their future. It's always a little bit of a letdown. Like you find yourself deep in the red zone and you have to settle for a short field goal like that. In this case, he's able to put it through, and they get 3.
So Tucker is back out after making the field goal. He'll kick this one away. A safe kick taken at the 5. Now an opening past the 30. And this will wind up working out well. He's going to take it up to the 40-yard line. Good return. The Commanders' offense getting ready for their opening possession of this second half. The advantage is 8. We'll see if they can make this a 2-score game on this drive. 1st down and 10. Now this is going to be a design run. They let him keep it. He's going nowhere. Going to lose yardage on that play.
And you can tell pretty quickly, Mike, that once the quarterback started chopping his feet, that there was nowhere for him to go. Great job by the defense, not only reading quarterback run, but getting him down behind the line.
Last play went the wrong way. It sets up 2nd and long. It's 2nd down and 12. And he is not going to get away. Might have gotten a yard, but it will set up 3rd down. From the shotgun on 3rd down, Daniels. That is knocked away downfield, incomplete. He made sure not to let the receiver get behind him. 3rd down stop sets up 4th down.
Well, not exactly breaking news here, Mike. They got speed on the perimeter that just not a lot of teams in the NFL have. So even though that ball falls incomplete, I think they have to continue to do it. Continue to pressure this defense and make them defend the entire field. Because as they're worried about him running by them, there is a lot of space open underneath.
So here's the Baltimore offense getting set for their next drive. The deficit is 8 as this drive begins with 1st and 10. Aguilar goes off in motion. Quick throw, taken in, and they'll get about half of what they needed. It's a pickup of 5 and sets up 2nd and 5.
Similar to a tight end, the slot receiver is often considered the safety blanket. He makes all the difficult catches, tends to be a little bit more around the line of scrimmage, and so far today, he's certainly lived up to that reputation.
They'll motion over Flowers. They will not get this one off. It'll be a delay of game.
Still 2nd down.
On the option, they give it to Henry. Brought down at the 21, a gain of 1. 3rd and 9. Off the play fake. Jackson. That's over the middle and intercepted. Picked off by the former Wolverine, the rookie from Michigan.
You know, Mike, what I think is interesting is we had a chance to sit down with this young player this week leading up to today's game, and it kind of felt to both of us that he had a little bit of a chip on his shoulder. He fell to the 2nd round on draft night. In his mind, he thought he was a 1st rounder. But I'll tell you what, whatever round he was drafted in, if he keeps making plays like this, there's going to be a lot of teams who are going to be kicking themselves for skipping over him on draft night.
The Commanders' offense headed back to take over once more. They've got the lead, and they'll set forth trying to build on it. They're going to do that with excellent field position. So they come to the line for 1st down and 10. On the option, here's Robinson. And the defense right on that. I don't know if keeping would have done any better. No gain on that one.
Heck of an effort by this runner, Mike, just to get back to the line of scrimmage. I think most backs around the league, that play would have resulted in a loss, but not this guy. Continued to fight, continued to do everything he could to prevent the loss, but it still stopped for no gain.
To the outside, catch made by Brown.
Defense does a nice job here initially using zone coverage to take away the middle of the field. That's the most valuable real estate in football. Quarterback gets off his first read, sees some openings to the sideline, and him and his receiver are able to connect.
Third and short, and it's Daniels. Quick throw here is complete. And he's going to be out of bounds here on what will wind up being the final play of the 3rd quarter. So, 3 quarters now in the books. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. On the move at the 14-yard line, it's 1st and 10. Working out of the gun, it's Daniels. Taking off, and the quarterback scrambling, maneuvers his way back to the line of scrimmage, but that's all he can get out of that one.
So often the best pass defense is a good pass rush, and that's exactly what we saw here. The pass rush disrupted this play from the very start. The quarterback has all of his attention on the rushers rather than his receivers downfield. All he can manage to do is get back to the original line of scrimmage.
Play clock has expired. We're not going to get this one off on top.
Still 2nd down.
On the give, it's Robinson. This crowd into it now as we get to 3rd down. Another run here for Robinson. So now, a big spot coming here. This to make it a 2-possession lead. And this one right down the middle. It's good. And that could be big. They now take a 2-score advantage.
And this is what you want. I mean, you clearly have the advantage, but you want to continue to apply pressure. Can you score every time you get the ball? They're able to do that here. They tack on 3 and extend their lead.
The kickoff team is out on the field, and we're back to it as the kick's away. Hardy now with the return. Oh, he's got room past the 30. And that's well done by the kicking team. He's only able to make it past the 15-yard line. Lamar Jackson and the Ravens headed back out again. And this defense has really had their way so far, intercepting him twice, forced into a number of bad throws, and generally the D has just made it tough to operate all game long. First and 10. They'll run here. And he's down on the other side of midfield. Mark him at the 48-yard line.
First down run here by Henry, and he signed with the Ravens this offseason. I mean, you think back to that run he had with the Titans, Mike, over the last 6 seasons, over 8,200 yards, 80 touchdowns. I mean, one of the most productive backs we've seen in a long time. Now it's kind of scary to think he gets to join Lamar Jackson in this Baltimore backfield. They hope the two of them can be that combo to finally get this Baltimore team over the hump.
Still first down.
They'll run. He'll get maybe 4 there. It'll bring up second and long. Jackson now. And that's going to be incomplete. Coverage was good that time. The contact jarring the ball loose and forcing third down.
He's usually such a reliable target in the passing game, Mike. We just don't see him struggle to come down with catches like that all too often. And when you're one of the go-to guys on your team, I know the hit's coming, but guess what? It feels a lot better after you take that hit after a catch than it does after a drop.
That is incomplete. Well read that time defensively, making it difficult downfield, and that's going to bring up a 4th down.
Can't exactly put my finger on it, but it just seems like this entire game, like this passing game and this quarterback specifically, they've just been off. And whether it's missing these big shots downfield like he did there or just simple underneath layups, there's just something about him today that doesn't look right. And I think it's a big part of the reason they can find themselves trailing here in the 4th quarter. So this offense, they think this is a prime opportunity to go for it through the air on 4th down. But this defense was having none of it. Nowhere for the quarterback to go with the ball, no easy completions, and this defense forces a huge stop on 4th down.
They'll come up here, 1st and 10. Here's a designed run. They'll take this forward for about 5.
And these are body blows on any defense. This quarterback has the ability to make guys miss and do a lot of damage in the run game. And that's a nice pickup there.
They'll come up here on 2nd down and 5. On play action, Daniels. Quick throw, out wide. It's caught. And they bring him down, but not until they get inside the 30-yard line.
An interesting decision there by the play caller to put this ball in the air. Mike, you're up by 2 scores. Traditional wisdom says, hey, we're up by 2 scores late in the 4th quarter. We've got to keep this clock moving. You don't want to risk an incompletion. Now, they convert. They're able to secure the catch and pick up a fresh set of downs. That's going to enable them to continue to burn more clock. And without a stop, their opponent's not going to get the ball back. At this stage in the 4th quarter, great job by the defense, understanding exactly what the offense is trying to do. They're trying to bleed the clock, shorten the game. They completely sold out to stop the run, able to take them down for a loss.
Throwing on 2nd down, Daniel. And that's going to be incomplete. Coverage was good that time. The contact jarring the ball loose and forcing 3rd down.
Even though it doesn't result in a sack, when you dial up the right pressure at the right time, Mike, sometimes that's all it takes to lead to that incompletion. The timing is just a little off between the quarterback and his intended target, and the ball falls incomplete.
And that is incomplete.
Every so often, Mike, you can see these offenses, and it looks like the passing game gets a little bit too predictable, and as the defense continues to flood the back end of these zones with extra defenders, they're continuing to force this quarterback to not only make some difficult throws, but to put the ball in harm's way.
He is 2 for 2. That kick is good. And the Commanders add on to their lead.
So it's not exactly what you're looking for when you set out on a drive, but at the same time, you don't want to come away empty-handed either. So in this case, they'll take those 3 points.
Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. Hardy now with the return. He'll get this up to the 28-yard line. Nice place for the drive to start. The home team's offense getting set to get back to work. We'll try to establish some tempo as they start this one with 1st and 10. From the shotgun, here's Jackson. And he got rid of that one quickly before the receiver even knew what was going on. That's incomplete.
Well, it's pretty clear the main reason why they find themselves trailing in this game, Mike, has really just been the inefficiency of this offense and primarily out of the quarterback position. I mean, to complete less than half of your pass attempts, it just makes it very hard to compete at a high level consistently in the NFL. And if they want to find themselves having any chance of getting back into this game and winning this one, he's going to have to get a lot better with the ball.
Here comes 3rd and 6. Now, Jackson. He'll look for Flowers downfield. And that one is caught. And he's going to be dragged down, but not until he's inside the 25.
Defensively, you put so much effort about defending the middle of the field. You know that's the valuable real estate every offense is looking to attack. But what does that do, Mike? It makes you a little susceptible to the throws outside the numbers, and it leads to a chunk play.
That is hauled in at the 5. And he'll be taken down.
And this is a tricky part of the game for any defense. You find yourself protecting a late lead, and the age-old question is, do you remain aggressive? Do you try to just keep the ball from being thrown over your head and make everything be tackled and played in front of you? That's what every defensive coordinator struggles with, so they can't get too soft here as they try to hold on to this lead here late. Now, look, that wasn't the biggest gain in the world, but the key point is you don't get to pick and choose which plays you try to give maximum effort. It doesn't matter if it's a 50-yard bomb downfield. or in this case, a modest gain. This is how you earn the respect and appreciation of your teammates and coaches.
That's to the end zone, but it's incomplete.
So instead of celebrating a touchdown, he's just heading back to his huddle trying to keep his head up as everyone kind of looks at him sideways. If that ball hits your hands at this level, you've just got to make the catch. That's what your quarterback's counting on. That's what your teammates are counting on. Frankly, that's what this entire stadium is counting on.
It's a zone read, and Jackson's going to keep it. And he'll be taken down as the clock ticks towards 2 minutes to play. So 2 minutes left to play in the second half. Greg and I back on EA Sports after this. What a huge play. 4th and goal. Bateman is the motion man. And he will take it in himself. Lamar Jackson. Touchdown, Baltimore.
Well, that was step one. The offense did their job, get this thing back within one possession, so they're still alive. But now they've got to find a way to get a little bit of luck and find a way to get the ball back, and it's not going to be easy.
And he'll get into the end zone and get this one a couple of points closer.
Not a real complicated breakdown needed here, Mike. In short yardage situations like that, if you have confidence in both your back and your offensive line, sometimes it's the simplest plays that have the best results.
There is Tucker, and he'll kick this one away after the touchdown was scored. This taken at the 5. He'll work his way across the 25-yard line. The visitors' offense ready to take over once more. They work with a 6-point advantage as they start this drive on 1st and 10. A shotgun snap, and they'll give it to Robinson. And that'll be good for about a half dozen. It'll set up 2nd down. It's a give up the middle to Robinson. And he's going to be taken down, and that will take us to the 2-minute warning. Now a 3rd and 2. They'll try to run for it with Robinson. And he's going to be taken down here. Looks like a pretty good spot, though. Yes, he's got it. That's a 1st down. The defense still with all 3 timeouts at their disposal as the quarterback's down to a knee. they come up for third down. Victory formation here as he's down to a knee. So, a win here on the road for the Commanders. A bit of a surprise, this one on paper. You figure this would have been a difficult assignment, trying to win away from home against a team of this caliber. No problems, though. They find a way to get it done. So, that'll just about do it for Greg Olson and our entire team. I'm Mike Tirico. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. For more, log on to easports.com. With that, we say so long, everyone.